Hey guys, it's Jason with IMG Filmworks. Welcome back to my channel. In this video today, we're going to be redoing the valve cover. Now, this valve cover has bothered me for a long time. The paint's been flaking. I mean, it's got 300,000 miles on it, so it's just time to be refurbished. And it doesn't match, the attitude I think the car has, being a turbocharged, intercooled kind of budget beast. So what we're going to be doing in today's video is removing it from the car. I'm going to show you how to do that. We're going to be cleaning it up, and we are going to be painting it, and it's going to hopefully look amazing. So come along with me on the journey as I strap on my GoPro and take you with me and show you how to do this. Let's get started. First, I removed the spark plug wires from the valve cover and laid them aside. Next, I removed the PCV line and the air breather from the valve cover. I also removed the bolts that hold the spark plug wires in place. Next, I removed the 5 bolts that hold the valve cover in place. Once the bolts are removed, you can use a rubber mallet to tap the valve cover. If it's really stuck like mine was, you can gently pry it. Just be very careful not to damage the mating surface. After that, you should be able to easily lift the valve cover off. With the valve cover on the bench, I discarded the gasket for a new one. If you're going to reuse the gasket, be very careful with the removal process. Next, using degreaser and a toothbrush, I cleaned it up as best I could. The final degreasing, I used brake cleaner. After degreasing the valve cover as best I could, I removed all the grommets and bolts from the valve cover to get ready for sandblasting. All right guys, so here's the valve cover after we got it off, cleaned it, removed all the old gaskets and grommets and everything else. And you can see that the paint is really flaking here. And the thing is, it would take a long time for me to sand this down, and it probably still wouldn't look right. So I've given a guy a call here locally that told me for about 30 bucks he can sandblast it while I wait. So I'm going to take this down to him, and for $30, it's going to save a lot of work, and it'll allow this valve cover to go from this to this. Wow, the guy did a great job. All the paint's gone, all the gunk's gone. It's ready to be painted. You know, it looks so good. I'm almost thinking that it would be worth just putting on the car just like this. But I think we're going to go that extra step and paint it and do some things to the logo here to really make it pop. So let's get started working on that now. All right, guys, to get the sand out, we need to wash this really good. Just going to put this in got a brush. I'm just going to try to clean this out several times to get any residual blast media out of it from behind the baffles. All right, guys, to show you how important that washing step is, take a look at all the blast media from the sandblasting that was left in the bottom of this basin. If you would have had this and put the valve cover back on just like this, you would have basically had this stuff running through your system. Probably would have damaged a lot of stuff. In retrospect, I'm not even sure with a baffle it's worth doing, but I've already done it now. So I rinsed it out several times and then rinsed it out with a hose. I'll probably even do it again a few times. I'm not seeing anything come out now, but this is a pretty critical step. I would not skip washing the valve cover extremely well if you want to make sure there's no grit left in the baffles. So here we are, it's back from sandblasting. It's completely prepped and cleaned. All the holes are plugged, and we're going to go ahead and give it 3 coats of the VHT engine metallic. wow, it really turned out great. We took the biggest eyesore under the hood and turned it into the most prominent feature now in the engine bay. The color just came out just absolutely superb. I think it's going to blend very well with the anodized blue pieces that I have from the turbo system under the hood. And I just really have been wanting to do this for a long time. One thing really to caution about though is how much blast media was in this valve cover behind the baffles. Make sure that you absolutely wash this thing thoroughly. The amount of blast media that came out of this in the washing process blew me away. I thought those baffles were going to be a problem, but I didn't realize how much they trapped. I'm not even sure I got it all, but I'm willing to risk it on this old engine. But for you guys that have cars you're not willing to risk it, you know, maybe aircraft stripper and just spending a lot more time sanding on it might be the way to go. And be sure to stay tuned for part 3 of the Building a Budget Beast series, episode 9, where we're actually going to install this beautiful valve cover back into the car when we're doing the rest of the turbo system. Anyway, I hope you liked the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Click the link and become a subscriber. Until next time, I'll see you right back here inside my garage.